One time when I was a kid, I got tired of asking for help for someone to make my food because I was so small. Um, so I decided to make like bread with butter, just toasted bread with butter. And I actually forgot about it, and I got my ass beat because it actually burnt the toast, and the toast caught on fire. My name's Nia, and I brought the bowl. Come on, Chestnut. I know you have something to say. Okay, when I was working at one of my favorite jobs, which was Foundation Sandwich Shop. That was one of my favorite jobs in Long Beach. Well, that's what it was called then. When I was working at one of my favorite jobs, I had to take out the trash at the garbage. At the end of the shift, you have to take out the trash. And the way that shop was set up, it was like a shopping center and connected to an apartment. So to take out the trash, I had to go in the apartment complex's garage, and I went in the garage to take out the trash. And at the end of my shift, it was at the bottom. Yeah, and so when I was taking out the trash, this homeless dude follows me, and as I'm taking out the trash, it's not funny because yeah, but I was taking out the trash, and this homeless dude walks up to me with his pants undone and with his dick out, like I was gonna do something with it, and he was walking towards me, and I freaking run away. I didn't say anything. I ran away, and I left the trash on the ground, and I brought Lococha's Saber Sendia watermelon flavor. That's a flavor. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm putting it in. Paw. Give me your paw. 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 Okay, one time when I was younger, I was around some relatives. One of my relatives wanted me to press their hair, and I accidentally burned her, and she smacked the shit out of me. And I dropped the hot comb on my arm, ran to the restroom, and cried because I accidentally burned her. That's why she smacked the shit out of me. And I brought the blue raspberry Laffy Taffies. I want to show you it going in there. Look at that beautiful color. It smells good too. It smells like a candle. Paw. Paw. Come on here. Paw. On here. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. When I was a kid, I was made fun of tremendously a lot, like horribly a lot more than I like to admit. When I was a kid, I got made fun of a lot more than I like to admit. And within the family circle, I was called Randall because I personally don't lie. I don't like to lie. If somebody asks me a question, I don't like to lie. I like to say, oh, this person did that. Like, if somebody's going to ask me a question, I'll answer it. So they call me Randall like I was snitching. And I was basically told that I always had a big mouth, even though everyone else ran their mouth as big as mine. And yeah. And I brought the Crybaby Extra Sour Bubblegums. Isn't that how food influencers do it? Like, okay. I want to show it. think I need a bigger bowl. I have like 2 other candies, huh? I'm gonna change the bowl. Chestnut! Come on. Give me your paw. Give me your paw. Good boy. Good boy. Look at that thing. Okay. When I was a kid, I was so scared of the dark. And the other sibling of mine was a bully. She was a bitch. She was like on a power trip. And I was a hyper kid, and she was just being a bitch. And then she said, if you do something one more time, I'm going to do something or whatever. I don't really know. I didn't really respond to that. I was just being a kid. And so I was scared of the dark at the time. And where we lived, she basically locked me in the hallway. I believe it was at night. She locked me in the hallway and no parents were there because she was old and she was in charge. She locked me in the dark hallway because I was scared of the dark. And I was screaming and I was crying. And amidst of me crying and screaming, I actually seen, I believe that place was haunted, mind you. I actually seen like a gremlin, or it looked like a demon, in a cabinet in the hallway that was in the dark. And she locked me in there, and I seen glowing red eyes, and it looked like scaly dark skin with horns, and it was smiling at me. Very, like, it wasn't a regular smile. It was like a smile from Smile the movie, but even worse. It was like 10 times worse. And I screamed my lungs off. And then my other sibling said, yeah, come in this room. And I ran in the room, and yeah, it was like I couldn't move because I was so scared. But yeah, basically I seen a freaking demon in my cabinet. And I brought the blue raspberry warheads. Look how those influencers do it. These are good. I tried these. I want to show it to go in here. This is like $1 at Dollar General. You're like sour candies. Oh, it's look at that. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. Good boy. Chestnut. Give me your paw. Paw. Come on. Come on. Come on, Chestnut. Give me your paw. Give me a paw. Good boy. Oh. It's all my candy. Look at that. Looks yum yum. Okay. Oh man. Okay, last year in September, I would say within a couple of weeks, I can't remember if it was within a whole week or a couple of weeks, but last year, 2025, September 2025, within a couple of weeks, I lost my job. It's not funny, but I'm over it, so that's why I'm doing the trauma dump. I lost my job, my car, and I lost electricity to where I lived, to my home. And it was also the week that I started to get harassed by my neighbor. And I brought Sour Patch Kids peach candy. Oops. It's a beautiful color. I love candy, even if I can't eat it. Okay. It's not. Beg. 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 Come on. You're such an a-hole. Okay. When I was in middle school, a friend of mine had a crush on a boy. I don't want to say his name, but my friend of mine had a crush on a boy. His name started with R. And I didn't particularly think that her crush was cute at all. Not really at the time. I thought good for her, so she was crushing really hard. And I remember it was raining. And we were all in line to get lunch and food, and my friend seen her crush in line, and I guess she wanted some type of interaction with him. So she asked me to ask him for $1, I guess, or I don't know. She asked me to ask him for $1, and I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, ask him for $1. I asked him for $1. I was, hey, Ricky, can I have $1? And he actually gave me $1. I'm surprised. He was a really nice... Oh, I said his name. He was a really nice kid, I personally think. And he had a twin brother, too. I personally think he was a really nice kid, and he was really popular in school. But anywho, I asked him for $1, and he was like, yeah, sure. And he gave me $1. I was like, oh, wow, he's really nice. I'm not sure if I said thank you or not, because sometimes I can, I'll take stuff and not say thank you. I don't know. It's rude. But, he gave me $1, and then I walked back to my friend, and my friend, she was like, did he give you $1 or whatever? I was like, he actually gave me $1. And my friend beat me upside the head, hit me like 2 to 4 times upside the head. And at that time I had braids all the time. Every year I had braids. And, she actually made me bleed from hitting me on my head from her crush giving me $1. And I had to sit in the nurse's office until my mom picked me up because she hit me in the head and my head started bleeding. And I lied for the friend because I didn't want her to get in trouble. And I brought... This friend was not a good friend, mind you. And I brought Now and Laters. Those who know. Oh my gosh. Hold on, this might take a minute. It's going in. I don't really like this flavor, but yeah. It was the only one that had what I was looking for. So, you know. I think this one's cherry. Or probably strawberry, I'm not sure. I'll know when I see the other one. We've got purple. We got yellow. I think this one's cherry. I think this one's cherry. And that's my trauma duck candy salad. Chestnut.